want to survive and to win the market, the quality is always the most important thing.
Number one.
Yeah, we are, like George mentioned on the keynote of the Honor 6X, when we introduce a battery, we use at least 6 months to introduce just a battery. So it's a very long period, ensure that the battery have no problem. And for all the Honor device, before we launch, we're using 10,000 units just to do the test.
Wow.
After the test, we'll just bury it and we'll not to sell it again. So it's a huge invest for us.
So a lot of quality assurance.
This kind of thing together can ensure that our device, when we are on the market, there's always have good quality. And at the same time, as you mentioned, we have a lot of things to invest on innovation to ensure the consumer can get the best things. And the young people like innovation, they will want to play more tricks. So this is what we want to bring to them.
That's right, absolutely. Well, I mean, we're not that old yet, but we know that the new generation of consumers coming up, 16, 18, the post-millennials.
Yeah.
I mean, all the things in this device are going to really satisfy them. So, really excited to see what kind of tricks you guys have coming up for us in 2017. So,
So, besides this one, and at the last year, December of 2016, we also introduced a new device. The name is Honor Magic into the China market. That one is a AI-based smartphone. I think it's the first one in the worldwide. We launched that device. This device we cooperate with a lot of app companies in China and share with their data source together and to make a decision on the device to help the consumer, to give them the really AI help system in the market. And it's really a great success, and we get a lot of really good feedback from the media, from the consumers.
I was really surprised. The Honor Magic came out of nowhere, and all of the people on our team and in the audience, people were like, get a device, you have to review this, this sounds so cool.
Yeah.
And I know it'll probably take some time before it can come to the US, but...
Yeah, as I mentioned, this device is by a cooperation with a lot of apps companies in China.
Big cloud.
In the US, we're also trying to build that kind of similar ecosystem in the US, but they still need a bit long time, as we just come to the US for 1 year.
Exactly.
For this kind of a cooperation, we still need some time. But definitely, we're trying to bring this similar kind of device in the US market in the future. Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say a big thank you for spending the time with me today, Zach.
Thank you. Thank you for the award.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
It's a great pleasure for us to receive that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
All right. It's Android Authority reporting live here with Zach Zhang, the VP of Honor USA, reporting live here from CS 2017. Signing off.
The beacons are energizing. You have to control them.
It's with great pleasure that I'm introducing Mr. Richard Yu, the CEO of Huawei Consumer Business Group. Thank you very much for spending the time with me today, sir. It's a great honor. Thank you so much, sir. Every year we conduct a Best of Android award, and we've actually decided to award Huawei as the OEM of the year because we feel the performance of the company and the quality of products and the pace of innovation surpass that of any other manufacturer in the world. So I just want to say congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I'll let you know
I'll
let you know in the future. No, it's my
big honor for Huawei. Thank you.
It's my honor to talk with you today, sir. So 2016 was an immense year for Huawei. Can you talk about some of the growth that Huawei experienced in 2016?
Yeah, in 2016, we continued to increase our business, and now smartphone we increased from 108 million to 139 million smartphone customers, and our revenue increased over 42%. So, and our market share nowadays roughly 2 digits, roughly 10% market share. We still hopefully higher in world. We are quickly shifting the gap with one number.
Very impressive numbers. I mean, 2016 was a very challenging year. Look at what happened with Samsung or Motorola. A lot of these companies really struggled to gain market share, so I applaud you for that. Huawei, a lot of people don't know this, but you're the CEO of Huawei Consumer Business Group. but Huawei has a lot of legacy infrastructure business. It is the largest ICT company in the world, information communication. And how much do you think that legacy engineering expertise, how much do you think it benefits from the business?
Yeah, I do believe that our infrastructure business we benefits a lot from our business because that we have been worldwide build most of the mobile network in the world. And the smartphone working in mobile network. We know the network. We have more knowledge and more power. Mobile communication network. We can help our smartphone working with the network with better performance, fast speed. That is really good. That's that reason.
In the race towards 5G, fifth generation networks are going to be very, very fast. Where do you think Huawei sits in the competitive landscape relative to ZTE, Siemens, and other area industry leaders that are,
on the 5G, that's actually we are one of the leaders in the world. On the standardization of the 5G technology innovation, we put much more resources other vendors. So that's why worldwide 5G standardization, technology innovation, and we are taking the leadership role worldwide.
2016, you talked about some really big numbers, double-digit growth, right? Number one smartphone vendor in China, number three globally.
Yeah.
Double-digit growth, right? Expansion of the Honor brand as well. But what do you think is going to be different about 2017 compared to 2016?
Yeah, I think that 2017, the whole smartphone industry is still continually consolidating. So I do believe that with time flying, more and more vendor will disappear. So 2017, I think there will be more consolidation of the industry.
Yeah.
Many vendors here in Huawei, we are quickly growing. So we are consolidating. We are strengthening our position.
I can see. Well, constant investment, right? And emerging markets like these are very
yeah. We put a huge resource on research and development technology. And also we are building our brand, Huawei brand in all markets. We are investing in marketing, retail investment, and also after-sales service.
It really seems to me that 2016 was a year of partnerships with Huawei, with Leica and others. And can you just talk about some of the partnerships and who was behind driving those initiatives to help grow the brand and create a better product?
It's me and my team.
Yeah.
Initiate all this kind of partnership. This industry, we need partnership. We cannot do everything by ourselves.
Yeah.
So we should find the best partner for the industry. From industry, like we partnership, like camera technology. So by this kind of partnership, we can bring the best camera experience on smartphone to the consumer. Fortunately, that we are good at design. Absolutely. So by the partnership with our design, we bring the best design of best smartphone to the industry. Yeah, you have this one.
This is beautiful, beautiful. It's almost like a piece of art. Remarkable.
That's we are good at technology and performance, and also together with design. Partner, I think the partners really Huawei, and we want to the best partner, bring the best innovation together, bring the synergy.
Yes, it's all about the synergy. So I know that you're big on partnerships. So if you could just give us and our audience a little bit more information about Adrian, about Alexa, and some of the other fun announcements that you
did. This time that's the Huawei, the Mate 9, in partnership with Amazon, doing the first Alexa service. Integrating with the Mate 9 smartphone with Alexa services. Alexa is after we launched it, very good feedback.
They love it.
Yeah, we open the API to app and to third party. So we integrate the Alexa in the smartphone. We bring the best service to the US and to global consumers.
Very exciting.
And also, we on the Mate 9 Pro, we also integrate the Google Daydream. We are the first one of the first vendor in this industry to support Google latest daydream services. We bring the VR to the smartphone.
What do you view as the next big breakthrough in mobile technology that's going to make a difference in consumers?
I think that the industry was talk about AR, VR. I think this kind of technology really to bring this kind of technology to mobile phones, make it more intelligent.
Yeah.
So that's why we also put huge resources on the research and development this AI, VR. And we also know that the industry, all the young companies, they are also with too much money. I do believe the new technology will have inside will radically change people's life in the coming next 5-10 years.
For the better.
Yeah, for the better.
Yeah. Better, yeah.
Yeah.
So, just asking you like a personal question, Mr. Yu, like what are some tech leaders and tech companies that you look up to, that you admire in the industry?
The industry,
yeah.
Every company, every good company has something somewhere which we admire.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's that's why we should learn from the industry, the best expertise, learn each other. So, like the Google, they have good Google mobile services, and a lot of excellent services. That's area we should learn from. And also, that's like the Apple, they over the last 20 years, they build a strong ecosystem. I think many companies have some learn from Facebook, very strong social networks to build ecosystem. So I think that the industry is changing so fast. And more importantly, that we should bring the best technology, the best service, best user experience to consumers. For Huawei, and we should learn from the industry, company vendors, and we also should think about the partnership, of course, to working together to bring the best user experience to the consumers, to our customers, to the consumers. I have the ambition, yes. I have the dream that we want to bring the best smartphone to the worldwide people. So our ambition and my ambition is only we want to bring the best smart devices to worldwide people with the best innovation, best technology, and the best user experience. So that's my ambition. So I think that from year 2017, this year, new year, and we'll continue to put more and more resources on technology, innovation, all this, and also we are improving our retail, our channel, sales channel, retail, bring the best prices to global consumers. And also we guarantee that we bring the best service to the consumers.
I think you're well on your path to achieving what you want, which is to hopefully become the #1 smartphone manufacturer in the world. You have the right attitude, Mr.
Okay, we have said that.
And the right technology, right people.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Yu. First selected rate,
Okay.
2017, voting line.
2017.
It is 2017 now.
Yes. Okay, good.
What's up guys, Juan here from Android Authority, coming to you from CES 2017, and this is the Honor Magic. If you haven't heard about the Honor Magic, it's a phone that's currently only available in China, and it is an Android phone, but there's a lot of really interesting things about this phone that make it a little bit different and unique. The first thing that might stand out to you is the design. It's got curved edge glass on both the front and the back, so think Galaxy S7 Edge except on both sides, and it's wrapped in metal around the entire perimeter, so the build quality is definitely top notch. I would go as far as saying that this is the most beautiful and distinct phone that Honor's ever built, and it's not that Honor doesn't make good looking phones, but the Magic is guaranteed to turn some heads. Because of the curved glass, it feels extremely thin on the left and right side, but it's thick enough on the top and bottom that it still houses a headphone jack, and you'll find the USB Type-C port, speaker, and SIM card slot here as well. It's also packing some pretty high-end specs, so you've got a 5-inch screen with 2560 by 1440 resolution, dual cameras on the back at 12 megapixels, an 8 megapixel front camera, a 2.3 gigahertz octa-core Huawei built processor, 4 gigs of RAM, a 2900 mAh battery with quick charge, and 64 gigs of internal storage. The biggest differentiator that this phone has is the built-in artificial intelligence, and it works by taking advantage of the existing sensors in the phone, like the proximity sensor, but it also has some additional sensors like an infrared sensor, and even the metal frame itself works as a sensor. There's a lot of things that the AI can do with these sensors, but one example is when it senses that you're picking up the phone, the screen will automatically wake up. Something else it can do is scan your face using the infrared sensor in order to recognize you, and it'll only show you notifications on your lock screen if it knows who you are, so other people can't snoop in on your messages or emails. The best part is you can set it up to work with or without glasses. The software on this phone is quite different than what you might be used to on other Honor phones. It's running Android 6.0 Marshmallow, but instead of Emotion UI, it's running what Honor calls Magic Live, and the Magic Live UI is what allows a lot of the AI to work. It's a pretty different experience, but I would say it's a huge improvement over Emotion UI. It's a lot cleaner, much more simplistic, and it doesn't feel cartoony or intrusive. It's a shame that the Honor Magic isn't coming to the US, at least that's how it stands for now, but it's still a pretty interesting device regardless, and it's cool to always see a company trying to push smartphone boundaries and do something different. But what do you guys think about the Honor Magic? Let us know down in the comments below, and if you want to know more about the Honor Magic, check us out at AndroidAuthority.com, and keep it tuned here to the YouTube channel for the rest of our CES 2017 coverage.
Huge thanks to the gaming PC specialists at Corsair for sponsoring NCIX Tech Tips coverage at CES 2017. We love you. Thanks as well to AMD and MSI. We also love you.
All right, guys, we're here at the Corsair suite at CES 2017, and one thing that they're showing off here is the Vengeance RGB series DDR4 RAM. Now, it's the first RGB LED-enabled RAM from Corsair. We're not seeing RGB RAM from a whole lot of other manufacturers, so that's cool to see. Now, one thing that's interesting about Corsair's Vengeance RGB RAM is that they have a dedicated utility that is their Corsair Link software with which you can customize the lighting. A lot of other RGB RAM solutions, it has a customizable option, but it's built into the motherboard. So with this, there's no extra wires or anything. You just stick it in the motherboard, and then you can customize it via software with Corsair Links. With the Corsair Link software that is also used to customize, you know, fan speeds and all the other stuff in their other products like coolers and whatnot. This is going to launch in late Q1. It does support XMP 2.0 overclocking profiles, so you can get it up to 4,266 megahertz. So that should be great info for overclockers. So you watch out for this launching in late Q1. Now, as long as we're looking at flash storage, we might as well take a look at the Corsair Series MP500. This actually launched in December, but it is pretty cool because it's another PCIe NVMe, actually, M.2 drive, so many acronyms, with an included heatsink. So as I said in a previous video, I think it's cool to see manufacturers adding heatsinks right onto M.2 drives. It's available in 120, 240, and 480 gigabyte variants, and it's available now. So that's great. So that's a quick look at some of the stuff that Corsair is showing off in their suite at CES 2017. Check out our other videos for more CES 2017 coverage. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for live coverage. Julia's tweeting up a storm. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Did I already say that? Love you so much. You gotta go.
All right, guys, we're back again here at the Huawei booth. This is the Pro version of the Mate 9. So this one here is the one with the 2K display. Feels a lot different in hand than the regular Mate 9. But again, the Mate 9 is only running a full HD display and it retails for $599. But the Pro version is a very sleek model here. You can see the dual display, the dual cameras on the back here. Kirin 960 in this one as well, and we already know the Kirin 960